So the next topic is subquery, nested queries. Okay, subquery means nested query, that is a query inside a query. In SQL, we have join operations, and the same way subqueries to retrieve data from the tables. Tables, I cannot say. You should see whether we can say join and subqueries are same or not. Okay, subqueries also perform operations on more than one query, but the line subqueries retrieve data from multiple tables. Whether it is valid or not, we shall see after the class. Okay, so what is a subquery? The definition of a subquery is query inside a query. Okay, so subquery, the name itself says query inside a query. Okay, next, what is the syntax of this subquery? Syntax is, so you can see here, I have a query, select query to retrieve some data. Inside that, I have one more query, right? This is outer query, I can say outer query, and this is inner query. And the subqueries must be enclosed within parenthesis. Okay, this is the point. Query inside a query. You can see this is an outer query, and this thing which is enclosed within the brackets is a subquery, right? So in this way, I can write any number of queries, not only just one subquery. I can write any number of queries, right? If you want to write subquery for this inner query also, then I can go. So where condition bracket open, select the query. Now this will be okay. Now this will be okay. Let me write here. Yeah, this is innermost query. The third query. This is outer query. This is inner query, and this is inner query to inner query. And again, I can write one more query. In this way, you can write any number of inner queries. Okay, so this is the syntax of subquery, query inside a query. So not only just one or two queries, you can write any number of subqueries. Totally 255 subqueries are allowed, not more than that. And now the next question is, which query will be executing first? Okay, we have several queries here, outer queries, inner queries, like that. But which query is going to be executed first? That is the question, right? Query inside a query. I have outer query and inner query, but what is the execution process? Which query is going to be executed? The first query or the second query? Yes, the answer is cannot say that, because sometimes you will have inner query executing first, and sometimes you have outer query executing first. So based on the execution process, this subquery can be categorized into two types. Okay, so they are non-correlated subquery and correlated subquery. Point is, the question is, what is the execution process? Okay, then the answer is, based on the execution process, a subquery can be categorized into two types, because sometimes inner query will be executed first and sometimes outer query will be executed first. So if inner query executed first and then outer query, then it is called non-correlated subquery, right? But if the outer query is executed first and inner query is executed next, that is called correlated subquery. Exactly, correlated subqueries, first outer query will be executed, next inner query will be executed, and again outer query will be executed. This is the exact process. We shall see that after we learn non-correlated subquery. Okay, so what is the non-correlated subquery? Non-correlated subquery means the execution process will be like this. The inner query will be executed first. First execution will be the inner query. Remember this. And next, the outer query will be executed. If you have several queries in your query, if you have several subqueries, inner, and innermost query, then the execution process will be the same one. That is, the innermost query will be executed first, and then the next innermost, and then the outer query. If you have three queries, this is outer query and this is inner query of outer query, and if I have one more query, that is inner query to inner query, then this innermost, the third query will be executed first, innermost query, and then the output of the innermost query will be served as input to this this query, and the output of this query will be served as input to this query. Okay, the process is if you have two queries. Okay, one is outer query and another one is inner query. First inner query will be executed. Okay, the thing which is inside the parenthesis is an inner query. This will be executed first. The output of this query, the results of this query will be served as input to the outer query. Okay, so this is the process of non-correlated subquery. So now in non-correlated subquery we have two more types. In non-correlated subquery we have two more types. They are single row subquery and multi-row subquery. So what is a single row subquery? Single row subquery uses equals to operator, and what is a multi-row subquery? Multi-row query uses in operator. We shall see that, we shall understand this when we perform examples. Okay, so for now you need to remember two types of non-correlated subquery. And what is a correlated subquery? Non-correlated subquery is a subquery where the innermost subquery is executed first, and then the output of the inner subquery is served as input to the outer query. Okay, innermost query is executed first, and next outer query is executed. And there are two types: single row subquery and multi-row subquery. So what is a single row subquery? So let me say, and we know the syntax, right? We have seen the syntax. Syntax is the outer query, give an outer query, give a condition, and mention the inner query inside parenthesis. Right. So we shall see with an example. So here I have a question. Get the employee details who has highest salary. Okay, so this is my question. First, let me show you what are the available tables in our database. I have an employee table, a sample employee table, which I have created earlier. All these videos you are watching this EMP table, right? So select star from EMP. We have this table. Some employees, 17 records are there total. Yeah. So EID, ENAME, department, the company, location, date of joining, and the salary and the project ID. These are the columns. I mean the project for which they are assigned to. So these are the columns in this table. The point is to perform an inner query, you require a common condition. If you are performing an inner query on more than one table, let us say you are performing, sorry, I should say subquery. Yeah, if you're performing a subquery on more than one table, then there should be a common column, just like join operations. Okay, join operations require common column between the tables. Same way subqueries also require common columns between the table if you are performing operation from more than one table. Okay, so here the queries get the employee details who has highest salary. So this query just needed to be executed on a single table. Here we have salaries and the employee details, right? The name, department, location, date of joining, ID, all these are employee details. And I just want to display the highest salary employee detail. Okay, the employee who has highest salary in the table. So first of all, let me write the question here. Yeah, this is the question. Get the employee details with highest salary, right? So if you write like this, select, we have an aggregate function, right? Max. Max is the aggregate function to find the highest salary, to find the highest value of a column. My column is ESAL. ESAL. This is the column in which you have salaries. So I'm performing max function to get the highest value. So select max of sal from EMP. If this is the query, this would result in giving only the number, the highest salary itself. Okay, so let us run it. Select max of ESAL from EMP, that is 35,000. Okay, but here I want to know the details of the employee who is getting the salary, highest salary. Okay, for that, if you give like this, suppose if we want to display employee name along with the maximum salary, I want to know the maximum salary and the name of that employee. This is invalid, completely invalid. Okay, this would give you some error saying single group function. Okay, not single group function. Yes, this is invalid. You cannot apply, you cannot try to get the name of the this result maximum salary. You can get the maximum salary using this aggregate function. This is valid, it will give you the highest salary, fine. But if you want to know the details of the employee who is getting the highest salary, this is our query, right? This is our question, right? So for this you need to have subquery. Okay, and we are here discussing about the non-correlated subqueries. Non-correlated subqueries. What is a non-correlated subquery? A query in which the inner query is executed first and then the outer query. Okay, inner query is executed first and then the outer query. So what is an inner query? What should be the inner query first? Inner query should be get the maximum salary. Okay, get the maximum salary. And outer query should be, as we know, inner query will be executed first. So this will give you the 35,000. And now outer query should be get the name of the employee. Okay, get the employee details of the maximum salary. Details with this salary which is retrieved by the inner query. This is the process. Okay, inner query we will use to get the maximum salary. Now we will serve this result as input to the outer query and we'll get the employee details. This is my process. So let me write the query to get maximum sal. That is select max of esal from EMP. This is my inner query. This will retrieve me the highest salary. Okay. So now let me write the outer query. Outer query should be, what is that? Get the employee details. Okay, this is inner query point and this is outer query point. So get the employee details. How to get the employee details? Select star from EMP. Which employee? The employee is having this salary. Okay, that is where e salary equals to the salary retrieved by the inner query. That is the process. Okay, this is what you call a non-correlated subquery. So now this query will give me the 35,000 and now I'm giving the output of this query as input to the outer query. Outer query is get the employee details who are having, get the employee detail who is having this salary. Okay, let's run it. So run it again equals to yes. So this person 7854 EID Kriti developer Infosys Mysore 14 September 17 35,000. So this one, this is the details of the employee. Okay, this record is retrieved by this subquery. Okay, so inner query and outer query. This is an example for single row subquery. Why single row subquery? Because we are using equals to operator. You can understand this inner query is retrieving only one record, one value. This inner query is retrieving me only one value. Based on that one value, I'm trying to retrieve records. Okay, you got it right. This inner query is retrieving me only one value, single value. So on this single value, I am trying to retrieve records from outer query. So the number of records, the number of values, I should say values, the number of values retrieved by the inner query, we can decide whether it is a single row subquery or multiple row subquery based on the number of values retrieved by the inner query. Here the inner query is retrieving me only one value, therefore this is a single row subquery. I'm comparing, I'm just checking the condition with equals to operator. Right? You understood, right? First inner query is executed and then outer query. Inner query's output is input to outer query. Now let me see another example. Get the employee details who belong to departments of Kriti and Ruhina. So now I have, let me show you the table first. Select star from EMP. Here we have number of employees. So where is Kriti? She is Kriti. And somewhere Ruhina, yeah, Ruhina. So Ruhina belongs to testing department. Kriti belongs to developer department. Okay, we do not know which departments they belong to. The question is get the employees details who belong to the departments of departments of Kriti and Ruhina. So we do not know the departments of Kriti and Ruhina. Ruhina may belong to some department, Kriti may belong to some department. First, we should know which departments they belong to. If I know the departments they belong to, then I can simply use a one single query. No need to go for subquery. I'll just display select star from EMP where department equals to so and so. It is normal query, right? But here the thing is we need to know the departments of Kriti and Ruhina first, and from that department you need to retrieve the other employee details. Okay, the same department employees. Fine. Now what is the inner query? Inner query should be this one. That is, we should know the departments of Kriti and Ruhina. So write the inner query. Select departments EDPT from EMP where whose department do you want? I want the departments of whom? Kriti and Ruhina. Where ename equals to some Kriti or I means I want the departments of both Kriti and Ruhina. Therefore I am giving or. Ename equals to Ruhina. You should know how these operators work and or. We have discussed during the clauses, right? So here this query will retrieve me the departments of Kriti and Ruhina. Select E department. Select the department from the table where the names are Kriti and Ruhina. Okay, now what is the outer query? Outer query will be get the employee details. I mean all the employee details. Get the details of employees who belong to this department. Therefore, select details means all the columns, right? Select star from EMP. Okay. Where which department employees details I want? I want the employee details who belong to these departments. Okay, so where EDPT, right? The column name is EDPT. I cannot use equals to here. So this is my subquery. The subquery point is clear. Fine. So to know the departments of Kriti and Rohina, this is the query. Okay. Now how many values it is going to return? This inner query will be executed first. Okay, as this is a non-correlated subquery, of course, based on the process only we are dividing, not based on the category. Okay, anyway, ignore. Simply saying this inner query will retrieve two departments, department of Kriti and department of Ruhina. So it means more than one value, right? More than one value means you cannot use equals to operator. Okay, if we use equals to operator, it will say too many values. The error would be too many values. Let me run this. Select star from EMP where department equals to. So it is saying single row subquery returns more than one row. Yes, that is more than one row. So here this inner query is retrieving me more than one value. If it is retrieving more than one value means we need to check this condition in more for more values. Then you need to go for in operator in these departments. Now it will run. So their departments are testing and developing, right? Developer and tester departments we have seen. So you can see here the department column has I have several employees data who belong to only testing and developing department. No other department. See, testing and developing. Simply we shall display the name and departments only. Name and EDEPT. So you can see only testing and developer department. If I give not in, what is the third department? We have three departments in our table: developer, tester, and service desk. So if I give not in, it would display me the departments which are not in this result. This subquery is returning me, the inner query is returning me testing and developer. Testing is from Ruhina, Priti, developing is from Priti. So other than not in this department means service desk. So I will get service desk employee details. Okay, so you can run it. See. So service desk employee details are retrieved. So this is an inner query. What you call sorry multi-row subquery. So this is multi-row subquery. In multi-row subquery, the inner query will retrieve more than one value. So from those more values, the outer query will be getting its results. But in single row subquery, the inner query will retrieve only one value. With that one value, the outer query is going to be performed. Okay. So this is an example. These are examples for this is an example for in single row subquery, and this is an example for multi-row subquery. Okay. So here you can change in this way also, sir. Why to give condition two times? You can use in operator here also, right? Yes, happily. Ename, where ename in. This is just the usage of in I'm showing. This is not related to any subquery, just the usage of in operator. You can write like this also. Ruhina, right? So you can write this like this also. Same result is going to become. Okay, same result. Just remove this not, you will get tester and developers. That's it. Okay, now let us move to the next example. We shall see some examples so that you people get some clarity. So two examples are over now. Get the customer details who ordered at least one product. Okay, we have two tables, right? During join operations, in join operations video, you can see customer table and orders table. Let me show you again. Select star from CUST. I have a table, customer table, where I have customer details, some customer details. This is my customer table. I have customer phone number as primary key, customer name and address. Okay, so I have four customers: triple one, triple two, triple three, triple five. Now, if you see orders table, yeah. So orders table is order ID, the bill, order total, customer, and this BID belongs to the third table. So you can ignore this for now because we have performed join operation from three tables. During that operation, I have created a branch table also. You can ignore it for now. Only concentrate on OID, total, and customer. Okay, fine. So select star from orders. Okay, what we have to do now? We need to get the customer details who ordered at least one product, right? So for this, I can go for join operation also. Why subqueries? You may get that doubt. Sir, we have learned join operations, right? With a great difficulty, we finished join topics. And why to go for subquery when we can perform this task using joins? Yes. Let me show you how to do this using join. Select customer details means so let us say some CNAME. Okay, so let me present start for now. From CUSTC inner join, let me apply inner join orders O on the join operation C dot CPH equals to O dot CUST, the common column names O dot CPST. Okay, so if I give this query, this is the join operation. This will give me the customer details who have orders. Okay, so Kriti ordered 300, Priya ordered 4500, Kavya ordered 6500, Priya ordered 1500. Okay, you can see triple three, triple five, triple one, and triple one, triple five again. No triple two record because triple two did not order anything. Okay, so triple two, you can see the table select star from orders. In this table, we have orders from triple one, triple five, and triple three. Triple two customer. The customer did not order anything. So that is the point. Here the question is display. The question is display the employee details who have ordered at least one product. One product since you have at least one order. Okay. As per our tables, it should be orders. At least one order. Okay. So now, if I have performed join query, right? This is my join query. So let me give you some EID and ename. EID, ename, by ename, sorry, CNAME, right? CNAME and CPH. So CPH from C dot, alias name, give the alias name. Now you will get, these are the customers with at least one order. Give the order details also. The order details are O total. Okay, let me give O total. Yeah. So these are the customers who have at least one order. So Priya has two orders. Now I have join operation also. When you have join operations, why to go for subquery? This is the question, right? So the next question is when to go for subquery and when to go for join operation. Okay, joins versus subqueries. Okay, join versus subquery. So I'll tell you, let me show you with the detailed explanation. Let me get the data first, select star from CUST. Okay, run it. So I want to get these details. Let me take this into Excel sheet. Then I can show you clearly. Also data from orders table. Okay, orders table. So get this to Excel sheet. Fine. Already in the ఇచ్చింది ఇదేనా? All right. This is orders table. So export. Oh my God, what happened? I'm not getting this. So this is my customer table. Okay, fine. Highlight it. Okay, this is my customer table. Now let me get data from orders table. Oh, what's wrong with this? Okay, download. Hello. Yes, fine. Okay, so now let me take order table. So this is my orders table. Copy, paste it here. Right? Zoom it. Fine. So the question here is when to go for join operations and when to go for subquery operations, right? So for that I am doing all this. Fine. Now watch the tables carefully. Okay, so I have orders table here, customer table here. So when join operation means if I want to get data from both the tables. Okay, if I want to get the data from more than one table, suppose the query is like this: get the customer names along with their order bill. Okay, their bill amount along with the bill amount of their order. Okay, bill amount. If this is the query, customer name, display the customers names along with their bill amount along with the details of this order. So here I need to get the customer names from customer table and I need to get the bill amount from orders table. So here in this query I need to get data from both the tables. So then in such cases you go for join operation. Okay, so join operations are required when you need to get the data from more than one table. Okay, now, but our query is here. Get the customer names. What is the query here? Get the customer details who ordered at least one order. So I do not want to display the order details. I just want to display the customer details who ordered at least one order, at least one product. So get the customer details. That is customer name. Something simply customer details with at least one order. Okay. Customers. Let us say details with an order. Okay, with a product order. So this is my query. So here I do not have to display data. I not have to get data from orders table. I just have to get the customer details, and that is in customer table only. So data from one table. Of course, here also you can go for join operation, but instead of join operation for such queries, you can go for subqueries. Okay, for such data, for such operations, you can go for subqueries. And which one is better? Join operation out of join, and so as subquery is recommended. Why? Because performance wise, subquery is better than joins. Okay, join operations require more comparisons. Subqueries performance is good. They improve the performance of query engine when compared to join. Okay, so when there is a chance to go for subqueries, better go for subqueries only. So when subqueries are required, when data has to be retrieved from one table and the condition is from other table. So here if you observe very carefully, I need to get the customer details. The customer details are from customer tables, right? So let us say customer name simply, or okay, so to get the customer names, I need to go for customer table, but with at least one order. That means to get these customer names, I need to check condition from other table. Okay, so of course, subqueries also perform on one or more tables, but how means data from one table, condition from another table. In such cases, you can go for subquery instead of join. If you want to get the data from both the tables, more than one table, then you have no choice other than joins. But if you have to get the data from one table but condition from other table, here if I have to get the data of customer names, which customers I want to get the data? The customers who are having at least one order. So the order details must be checked here. Okay, check this triple two having one order or not. No. Check this triple one having one order or not. Yes. Check this triple three having one order or not. Yes. Check this triple five having at least one order or not. Yes. So which customer, which record is not having this triple two? Record is not found here. Triple two, the number, the ID is not found here. That means this customer is not having at least one order, display these customer names because they are having at least one order. So this is how this query is going to perform. The question is like this: get the data from this table based on the condition in this table. So I'm repeating, if you have to get the data from more than one table, go for join, like this one, customer details along with the bill amount. Okay, details from this table and bill details from this table. Okay, but if you have to get the customer names only based on their order details. Okay, customer names with at least one order. So customer names from this table, but the condition from this table. In such cases, you can go for subqueries. Okay, of course, for this question, what is the question here? Get the details of employees with at least one order. For this question, we can perform join also, but instead of join, you can perform subquery operation. Okay, so what is the question? Let me copy. Fine. Get the customer details. Simply say get customer names. Okay, details or names, whatever, with at least one order. Okay, so now let us perform the subquery operation. First, inner query. Inner query is get the customer details, means this is output, outer query, with at least one order. Okay, listen carefully, with at least one order. So this must be the inner query, and displaying the customer details must be the outer query. So let us write the inner query. At least one order means how I should perform. Check this table, this customer, this is the table, right? I need to check the condition from this table. Get the customer IDs. This is the foreign key, right? Okay, get the customer details. So as I told you, to perform subquery operation also, we need to have common column. Here CPH and CUST are the common columns. So get the CUST details, get the ID, and display only the names of the persons with this ID. Okay, I need to get the IDs from this table because only these are the persons with at least one order. So display, select, what you call this? Mm, yeah, CUST, right? CUST from orders. Okay, this is my inner query. Select CUST. This is the column of the employees, right? You can see it carefully. This is the details of the employees who are having at least one query. So for these employees only, you display the, sorry, why I'm saying employees, these customers only, you display the names. Okay, the customers with these IDs only. So now let us write the outer query. Outer query is select, what is that name, C name from CUST. Okay, so select the names of these employees, names of the employees, in which employees, the IDs of this, I mean IDs from this inner query. Okay, so if I write completely, you will understand. So this is my inner query. This inner query is getting producing me many values, not just one ID. It is getting me many IDs. If I give customer ID, it would be easy for you to understand. Okay, let us say if this is CUID. Okay, but the column here in our table is CUST, right? That is what I am writing CUST. This is simply customer ID. So this is producing me many IDs. Therefore, I should say CPH. The common column is CPH and CUST. C phone number, I mean. So where CPH in these values. Okay, so this inner query will generate me more IDs. The IDs from orders table. That means the IDs which have given at least one order. So these IDs will be retrieved by this inner query. From this result, this outer query is performed. Outer query is checking the CPH is in these values or not. So you can see here, this is CPH. So triple three, Unada, yes, triple three is there. So display Kriti. Triple five, yes, triple five is there. Priya. Triple one, yes, triple one is there. Kavya. In that way, you have duplicate values also. That means one customer with many orders. So you can give distinct, distinct of customer. Okay. So this is my query. So we know as we have inner in operator, this is a multi-row subquery. So these are the customers with at least one order. If I give not in, if the query is get the details of the customer with no order, then it would be Bhanu. Okay, because you can see this data. Triple two has no orders. So this customer has no orders. This is my query. Okay, so this is an example of inner row, sorry, multiple row subquery. Right? The next question, get the employee details who belong to CS department. Nice. So let me explain this query. Get the employee details who belong to CS department. So let me show you the table. Select star from department, sorry, which table? Staff. I have a staff table where I have several employees names, some college data with some departments. So these are the employees and these are the department ID. Department ID. So what is the question I want to display? I want to display the employee details who belong to CS department, that is computers department. Okay, computers department. And do we have computers department here? We don't know because the department name will be in the department table. Here in the staff table, we have only the department ID. Okay, if you want to know the department table, you need to go for the department. I mean, you need to, if you want to get the department details, you need to go for the department table, not in the staff table. So select star from staff. This is whatever you have seen now is details of staff table. Okay. So now let us give DEPT. This is my department table. Here I have the department names, right? Maths, physics, stat, biochem, computers in this way. So 101, 102. These are the department IDs. So now here we need to get the data from two tables, right? We have join operation. Yes, we have join operation. But here, if there is a chance to use subquery, I said go for subquery only because performance wise subquery is better than join operation. So let us see whether it is data from single table or double table. Of course, operation on double table. One is from department table, one is from staff table. But data, so just watch the question again carefully. Get the employee details. This is the question. So this should be the output, right? So this is my output. Okay, output. What is that? Employee details. I need to get the employee details. That means employee details will be in the employee table. Fine. So here we need to get the data from one table, but the condition from another table because computers department. Here I am saying computer department, right? Computer department. The date department name is in department table. So this should be the input to the outer query. Okay, input to the outer query. Same. Get the ID of the computers department. Now, based on this ID, you display the employee details. If you see carefully, so listen here, look here. I have computers department in department table. What is the ID of computer department? 505. Now I should get this 505 from inner table, okay, inner query 505. I'll serve this 505 as input to outer query. Now outer query will display the employee details with this ID, right? So let us see. Select star from staff. So you can see many staff members are there. So many records, many staff members data with some department IDs. So the outer query will check which records belonging to 505 ID in the DID. Okay, DID. So 505, 505. Only those employee details will be given. Okay, so how to write the inner query first? Inner query should be get the computers department ID. So select DID from department. I want to know the department ID of computers table. So select DID from DEPT where D name, the department name is computers, right? So select the department name, get the department name where department name, sorry, get the department ID, get the department ID where the department name is computers because we know subqueries also require a common ID, common column. The common column is department ID from staff table as well as department table. So you get the department ID from the department table and you will match it with the department ID of staff table and will retrieve the staff details who belong to this particular department ID. Okay, so this is the operation. Outer query is simple. Select star. Select star from staff where the ID, PID equals to this one. Okay, you may get some error because we have common name in both tables, so better use alias names. So select staff S from department table D. So mention it DID and mention it DID. Okay, fine. So let us remove this. Outer queries get the employee details, staff details, whose department ID is the ID which is retrieved by the inner query. So here this is single row subquery or multi-row subquery. Obviously single row subqueries because this inner query is retrieving me one ID, one value. That value, that ID is compared with the outer query condition and it will retrieve the employee staff belonging to this ID. Okay, run it again. D dot DID. So department D. Okay, fine. D dot D name. Mention it like this. Still it is showing error. Select DID. D dot DID. Let me check the column names. Select Star from DPT. So DPT DID. Yes, fine. Then select star from staff S. Okay, I should give S dot DID, right? Because S staff S, alias name is S. So I should give S here. Fine. Now run it. Hmm. Yeah. So these are the employees belonging to 505. That is the computers department ID. Okay, so you perform join operation and subquery operation also, but here you are getting data from only staff department, right? Staff table, right? You're getting data from staff table only based on the condition in department table. So I told you, when you get data from one table based on the condition of other table, you can go for subqueries. Here I don't have department table details. That is why I can use subquery. If you have to retrieve data from department table also, then you should go for join. So here also you can go for join, but subqueries are recommended as performance is good. Fine. So this is an example for single row subquery. These all belong to non-correlated subqueries. Okay, what are non-correlated subqueries? The queries where the execution process is first the inner query is executed first and then outer query is executed. The inner query output will be served as input to outer query. We have seen several examples here. The inner query output is 505. It is being served as input to this outer query. Is that clear? Fine. Any more questions? Any more? Yeah, fine. One more query. So let us discuss this also. An interesting one. Display the department name of the employee 101. Okay, I have one more query also. Let us discuss these two. Now the query is display the department name of the employee 101. So before watching this, you just pause the video and check yourself. Write the query. Try whether you are getting the subquery or not yourself. Okay, and then watch it. So the question is display the department name of the employee 101. Here, I need to get the department name. Department name. So this is my output. This is my output. Okay. And what is the input? Input means this one, the inner query value. So first get the employee. What is that? Yeah. So here in employee table we have IDs, right? From employee table get the department id. Okay, so input should be get the department id, because get all details of employee 101. We know the in we just know the data is just employee some 101. Okay, do we have any 101? Yeah, 101 or anything. So we shall see that. So the question is, we need to find the details of employee 101. Details means which details. I want to know the department name he belong to. So get the department ID. Of course, suppose he is the employee. Okay, so let us say 303. So 30 employee, get the department ID. So you need to get the data, that is the inner query data. I mean, you get this data from inner query, give that as input to the outer query. Okay, so here I am getting data from one table only, like the previous query. I am here getting data from department table based on the data in staff table. Okay, this is staff table, right? So get the data from department table based on the condition in staff table. So again, subquery. So what is the inner query? Get the department ID of this particular employee. Okay, select DID, department ID from department table. Sorry, not department table, employee table, because 101 belongs to staff table, right? Staff table, not employee. So select DID from staff. The table name is staff. Where, which DID, whose DID I want? I want DID of this particular employee. ID equals to 101. The employee whose ID is 101, get the details of the employee, get the department ID of the employee whose ID is 101. So this should be the inner query. Okay, now time for outer query. Outer query means simple, the final output. I want to know the department name. Simple, select rename. From which table? The department table. Because dname belongs to department table only. But which department? Whose department ID is where did equals to the did retrieved by the inner query. That's it. Hope you understood. I'm getting the department of ID of this particular employee and I'm giving it to the outer query. And the outer query is retrieving the department name. The question itself is get the department name of the employee 101, right? Yeah, so run it. No data found. So I think 101 is not available. So let me check first. Select star from EMP. Sorry, staff. Table name is staff. 101, no 101 record. Okay, so let me get 413. The ID is 413 and they belong to 404 department. We do not know which department it is. We shall display the department name. So ID is 413, right? Get the department details of this 413 employee. So first get the ID, department ID of the employee, and from this department ID get the department name from department table. So ID is 413. That's it. The department is biochemistry. Let us see whether the 404 belong to biochemistry or not. Select star from DEPT. Okay, run it. Room. So you can see 404. Yes, biochemistry. This is an example for again single row subquery. So let us see the last query, an interesting one. Get the employee names from each department. This is somewhat like I think I need to use group by clause. Yes. So select the employee names from each department where there are at least 5 employees. Okay. So this is somewhat complicated. Again, pause the video, try yourself and check it. So I need to get the employee names. That is, this is the output. Okay. This should be the outer query. Fine. And what is the inner query? What is the input to the outer query? The department names. So from each department, right? So I'm going to get the department names which are having at least 5 employees. So we in my employee table, EMP table, I have 3 departments: testing, developer and service desk employees. So we need to check which department has at least 5 employees, more than 4 employees. Okay, so only, I mean, display the names of the employees from only that department. Suppose you have, assume you have 4 employees from service desk, 6 employees from developer department, 7 employees from testing department. Then this would display the names of the employees who belong to testing and developing only, because service desk has less than 5 employees. Okay, so first you need to know which departments have more than 5 employees. Okay, more than or equals to 5 employees. So what is the inner query here? Inner, select count, right? You need to know the count of some, let us say eid, from which table? Employee table. Group by, because I need to know the count from each department, not only just one department, from each department. So group by e department. Fine. So this is my inner query. This would present me the departments with more than 5 employees. Okay, so count of the employees, group by department. Okay, no, what is this? This would display the count of each department. That's it, not the departments with 5 employees. I did not give this condition, right? This query for now just will display me the departments. I mean the count from each department. So if you wanna see, you can see I have 3 departments, right? I have 3 departments. Run it. Yes, 6, 7, 4. 6 from one department, 7 from one department, 4 from one department. So this has given me the count from each department because we have applied group by on department. Fine. Now the question is at least 5 employees. Each department at least the department has at least 5 employees. Display the names of that department. Right? Okay. So here we will have having count of EID greater than 4, at least 5 kada, right? So select the count from employee table, or I just want the department name only. Okay, so here I do not want the count. I just want to know the department name, CDEPT. That is perfect. So give me the department names, department wise count greater than 4 అయితే. Okay, watch it carefully. I am applying having clause. So having clause will check whether that particular department has 4 employees or not, more than 4 employees or not. So first group by clause will be applied from EMP. So first from will be executed from EMP, group by department wise. So testing, developing, and service desk. Three departments are separated. Three records are separated. Okay, some records belong to the records belong to testing, the records belong to developing, the records belong to service desk. In this way, three parts, all the records are divided. From that, select the department name. Select the department's name which are having count greater than 4. So this is my inner query. Now, if you check it, this will display me the names of the departments with more than 4. Okay, if I give less than 4, less than or equals to 4, this will give me service desk. You got it right? Fine. So this is my inner query. Okay. But the thing is, I want to display the employee names, right? I want to display the employee's name from these departments, the departments which have more than 4 employees. So now you need to write the outer query. Okay. Select names, ename from which table? The EMP table, where department belong to this. Okay, here I need to use in. Again, a multi-row subquery because this query will give me more than one table. So the employees, the count, the departments which have more than 4 employees are testing department and developing department. Okay, in any table it can be any number. So this is retrieving me multiple values. So multiple values the compare shell. I need to compare this outer query with multiple values. Therefore, I need to use in operator. So remove all this thing. Now mention this in parenthesis. Inner query must be enclosed in parenthesis, right? Okay. Now run it. Revati Likita. So make it specific. Display the department names also. So you can see developer department, testing department. Only these two. If I give less than or equals to 4, this would display me the names of the employees belonging to service desk because service desk department has only 4 employees. That is why it was not coming when I gave greater than 4. Okay. I have testers. How many testers I have? Some 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 testers and 5 developers. Not 5, 6 developers, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. That is why this was showing only names of the employees from developer and testing department. Right? Hope you understood. So after that, so I mean, I hope you have got some clarity on non-correlated subquery. Okay, non-correlated subquery. The next query is, the next category is correlated subquery. So we have seen types of subqueries, right? The next one is correlated subquery. We shall see that in next video.